All right, the class has started. Uh, Tonight we'll be discussing monetization. How to monetize your blog. How do you monetize your blog? Monetization is very large. It's a very large topic. So we are going to be taking just one out of the ways you can monetize tonight. Only one. And we're taking that one because I want to break it down for everybody. I want you to comprehend it because that is our major means of making money. So we'll be looking at Google AdSense. Google AdSense as a way of monetizing. Google AdSense program as a way of monetizing. Google AdSense program as a way of monetizing. Google AdSense program as a means of monetizing your blog. So almost everybody here has heard what Google AdSense is. You must have heard Google AdSense before, at least the name. So if you still don't know what it means, it is a program that allows Google to partner with you, or allows you to partner with Google, and Google will place adverts on your website. So if you have a blog, for instance, if you have a blog and you apply to Google to become a partner, they will review your application. If you are qualified, they will approve you. All right, you join their program. That gives them the right to place people's adverts on your blog. All right, and when people visit your blog and click on those adverts, you make money. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, so let's look at the, excuse me please. I am sorry for the disruption, please. Very, very sorry for the disruption. Very sorry. So please, let's proceed. If you can hear me, just do something. If you can hear me. All right, thank you very much. So Google AdSense program allows you to partner with Google, and Google will place advert on your blog and you make money. Okay? You make money when people visit and click. All right, so that is that about Google AdSense. Now, in this our business, there are different stages of Google AdSense. Different stages of Google AdSense. There is the approval stage. All right, there is the approval stage. The approval stage is when you apply. You will design your blog, After designing your blog, you write content. After putting the content, you now apply. And how do you apply to Google AdSense? You just create a Gmail account. Okay, you create a Gmail account, then you apply with it. Gmail is free to use, it's free to create too. All right. Okay, so you create a Gmail account, you apply. You apply. Then there is the first stage is approval. They will go through your website and know if they like you and they like the work you're doing. They will approve. If they don't approve, you can reapply. All right. Then after approval, the next stage is verification stage. Verification stage. This is the stage Google verifies that you are who you claim to be. So if you apply from Nigeria, Google wants to know that if your name is Oyibo, that your name is actually Oyibo. If your name is Vera, that your name is actually Vera. If your name is Samson, that your name is actually Samson. Okay? So they will, first of all, once you make up to $10, if you make up to $10 in your account after they approve you, once you make up to $10 in your account, then they will ask you to do ID verification. You will upload a valid ID card. There are 3 acceptable valid IDs. It could be your national ID card, driver's license, or international passport. So when you upload any of those and it's clear enough, they will approve your ID verification stage. After the ID verification stage, you have what is called address verification stage. Okay? This is where Google verifies your address. So if you said you're living at number 12 Nkuma Akpatakpa, Google will send a message to number 12 Nkuma Akpatakpa. So it is left for you to receive it. How do they send the message? They send the message through 9 posts, all these shipping companies. So it will come like a letter, just like a letter. It will be in a small white envelope, a letter. So you will need to go to the nearest post office to the address you're using. The nearest post office. If you're in Abakaliki, there's only one post office in Abakaliki. I don't know if there's any other one, but I know only of the one at Waterworks, close to Union Bank roundabout. So wherever you are, you will go to after 4 weeks. After 4 weeks. Okay, the thing usually arrive after 4 weeks, depending on where you are anyway. So after 4 weeks, you can go to where the post office that is closest to you is located. So you can go there and pick up your PIN. So in that letter from Google, Google is going to put your name and your PIN. There's a 6-digit code. Is it 6? Is that 6 or so? 6-digit code that you will enter. You will log into your account and enter it. Once you enter it, you are done with verification. You are done with verification. All right. Now, in case you don't want to apply, you want to buy, there are 3 types of AdSense accounts. There are 3 types of AdSense accounts for those who are buying. And it's the same thing with the stages I've mentioned. You can decide to buy an approved AdSense account. Approved AdSense account means that it's approved, but it is not verified. Remember that even if I verify this thing now, even if I verify my account, I can sell it to you and you will simply change your, hey, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus, what is it? So I was saying that there are 3 kinds of AdSense account if you are buying. All right, the 3 stages I explained to you is if you are applying. But if you want to buy from somebody, there are 3 kinds of AdSense accounts. Number 1, the approved AdSense account. Just like the person got approval, but he has not done verification. Does that make sense? The person got approval, but he has not done verifications. All right. So that one is usually sold around between 10,000 to 30,000 naira, depending on who is selling it. Okay. There is the verified AdSense account. Can you people hear me? All right, thank you, thank you. So there is the verified AdSense account too. All right. The verified AdSense account means that the person applied, got approval, and also did the verification. All right. Which verification normally takes 1 month plus, depending on where you live and how fast they are able to deliver your PIN. Okay. So that's usually sold around between 70, 80, 90, 100, as much as 150, from 80,000 to 150,000, depending on who is selling to you and depending on how old the account is. Okay, does that make sense? All right. Then the final one, which is a creation of contingency, is what they call payment received AdSense account. Payment received AdSense account. There is nothing spectacular about it. It's the same thing with verified. The only difference is that that one has received payment and it does not change anything. If you ask me, it doesn't change anything. So I will advise you guys, if you want to start, you should apply. But if you don't want to go to the process of applying, or you have applied but they rejected you, you can buy an unverified account. That is an approved AdSense account. Buy it for lesser price and verify it. Where are you rushing to? Are you rushing to Hellfire? Verify it. It won't take you more than a month to verify. You have ID card, you have an address. So since you have ID, you have address, what is your problem? What exactly? Why would you go and spend up to 100, 200,000 naira getting a verified AdSense account? Even as a beginner, you're a beginner. Verify it and learn. It is part of your learning curve. So that is part of your learning process. So verify it, learn how it is done. Okay? Now, how do you make money? Somebody asked me a question in our group. How do you know that Google has sold the advert? How do you know that Google has sold the advert they placed on your website? Google adverts not the finish, you know the finish. So it's not like that. It doesn't work that way. This is how it works. There's something called CPC. Please write it down. CPC, cost per click. Cost per click. Cost per click is what you earn from Google for any click on your advert. And it changes daily. It changes even hourly. It changes, it fluctuates. Okay? So Google may get adverts from Dangote, for instance. And the same advert will appear on my website. It will appear on everybody's website here. Okay? Everybody here. You have the same one advert showing on all the websites. Google distinguishes all these things using what is called CPC. So if two people click on my website, let's say the CPC for that advert is 0.12 cents. And by the way, may I inform you guys that if you go to my website now and click on anything, just about anything, you would be giving me almost 18 naira. If you click on anything, it will be around 18 naira or so or more. Okay, so let's say your CPC for that day is 0.15. All right, my own CPC for today is 0.17. Okay, for today. So 0.17 by exchange rate is 75 naira. Is 75 naira for today. So it means that for every click I get on my website, Google will pay me 75 naira. So if Dangote's advert is showing on my website, on your own website, on everybody's website, It means that the money you earn is 75 naira times the number of clicks you're able to get. That is why in blogging, the higher the traffic you have, the higher money you make. It is common sense, because the more the number of people come into your website, the likelihood that many of them will click on your advert, right? And if many of them click on your advert, many will be valid click and you will make money. Does that make sense? So one Google advert can be in more than 100,000 places, as long as the advertiser has paid enough money to cover for all of those places. Okay? Does that make sense? So the one advert can appear in different places, but Google will pay you according to the number of clicks your website got on that advert. So if Dangote is advertising to all our blogs, let's say Dangote's advert has been placed by Google in all the blogs that we're going to open, Google will pay us individually based on the number of clicks we got. So Google will now share Dangote. Let's say Dangote paid 1 million naira for that advert. Google will now share the money according to the number of clicks you got. Does that make any sense? Does it make sense? Do you understand what I said? All right, so I'm going to share my screen now. I will show you how to log into Google AdSense. All right, so here we go. I want you people to note that every Google AdSense is attached to a Gmail account. Every Google AdSense is attached to a Gmail account. Every Google AdSense is attached to a Gmail account. So it means that you cannot access. Somebody asked, as a blogger, do I need to pay money before placing advert? No, no. It depends on what you're asking. If you're asking, do you need to pay money before Google places advert on your website? No, you don't have to. But if you're the one that is going to advertise on Google, that is on other people's website, you will pay money. But if you're placing advert on your own website, of course, you will not pay money. Okay? All right. So please note that every Google AdSense account is attached to a Gmail account. So it means that for you to log into your AdSense account, you must first of all log into Gmail account. Does that make sense? For you to access an AdSense account, you must log into your Gmail account. Okay? And when we are saying that somebody will sell AdSense account to you, what it means is that the person will sell the Gmail that is controlling the AdSense account. So if I give you the Gmail that is controlling one of my AdSense account, because you can't have two AdSense accounts on one Gmail account, one Gmail for one AdSense account. So if I pick one of my AdSense account now and decide to give you the Gmail that is controlling that particular AdSense account, I've sold it to you. Simple. So if you're going to change details, the first thing you need to do is to go and change the login detail of that Gmail that I've given to you. Because anybody who controls that Gmail account controls the account, the Google AdSense account. Is this making sense? Are you following what I'm saying? Does it make any sense? Does it make sense, guys? Your Google AdSense account is controlled by a Gmail account. So you cannot log into Google AdSense without logging into Gmail. That is the cream of the whole matter, the gist, the main gist. All right, so this is how to log into Google AdSense. Please, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, just type something or anything. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, just type yes or 222 or anything. Hello. Okay, I got some yeses. So it means you can hear me. Yes, of course. If you want to apply for an AdSense account, the Google AdSense account, you must create a Gmail account. So it is commonsensical. So you create a Gmail account. You don't. If you are applying now, you already have a Gmail account. You don't need to create a fresh one. Just apply with the one you have, unless that one you have has been used to apply for AdSense before. Okay. If the one you have has been used to, apply for Google AdSense before, then you may have to create a new one. But if it's fresh, tabula rasa, without any application before, of course you can shoot your application with it. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, so how do you log into Google AdSense? How do you log into Google AdSense? You log into your Gmail account. So I'll be showing you one of my AdSense accounts. Which one should I show you? Let's look at this. I'll show you one of my AdSense account now. So what have I done? What I've done is to first of all log into my Gmail account. Are you following this process? Are you following this process? So, and I believe everybody can see my screen. If you can't see my screen, please say it now or remain silent forever. All right, so I will log into my Gmail account. This is not the account I want to show you. I will show you another account. I will sign out. So I'll log into the Gmail that is controlling the account I want to show you. All right. Okay, so this is it. This is it. So to log into Google AdSense, first of all, I'll log into Gmail. After logging into Gmail, I'll open another tab. I will open another tab. I will open another tab and type Google AdSense. That is Google it. Google AdSense login. Google AdSense login. Okay? Oyibo, can you see this? And you can hear me, ba? It is after Juru. Once you're okay, everybody is okay. So I'm going to send you people a link. This link, so that I don't have to be googling and googling and googling. All right? So once you log into your Gmail account, you click on this link. It will log you in. You will log in straight to your. You will log in straight to your this thing. All right, so AdSense, you can even write it down, adsense.google.com, adsense.google.com. Okay, so if once you log into your Gmail account and click on that link, once you log into your Gmail account and click on that link, it will take you straight to your Gmail account, sorry, to your Google AdSense account. Okay. Now let's look at this. Let's look at this. I want you to learn things from this dashboard. So this is the the dashboard, the home screen of the dashboard. So, wait. I'm coming. Just hold on. Sorry, please. Sorry. So I want people to learn something from this dashboard. All right. So if you look at your screen now, you see that the website that is attached to this AdSense account made $35 so far today, right? $35 so far today. All right. Yesterday, the same website made $30. Okay. Last month, the website has been down for some time anyway. That is why it's still picking up. It has been down. I've been working on it since first week of this month. It has been down. So last month, this website made $3,474. $3,474 multiplied by current exchange rate, 443 naira to a dollar, will give you 1,538,982 naira. That is 1.5 million naira. That is how much this blog made last month, 1.5 million. Now, if you look under the balance, you will see $5,370. That is what it made in the month of May. In the month of, last month is May, right? It was in May that it made 3,474. So in the month of April, it made 5,370. So 5,370 times 443 will be 2.3 million. That is 2,378,910 naira. 2.3 million naira made in 2.3 million made in April. 1.5 made in May. All right. So that is that. That is the history. When you log into your own AdSense account, I'm trying to show you how to check the history of your earnings so that you understand your dashboard. All right. So the next place I may want you to know about is payments. I would have shown you ads, but that one will be done by your programmer. So under payments, you will see the history of payments of the account. Okay. This particular account I'm showing you now has made over $60,000. Since last year, it has made over $60,000. This particular account I'm showing you now. So if you come under payments, you will see where to put your account number. Those who have been asking me where to put account number to receive money from Google. Once you log into your Google AdSense account, go to payments. You will see manage payment methods. This is where you put your account number. And as you can see from my screen, what is displayed here is my account details. The Remedy Nwankwo. So this is bank is this safe? I don't even know which bank is here, but I know it's one of my accounts. I don't know which bank is here. So if you want to change this, you click on that manage payment details, right? So Google sends me wire transfer from US for this particular account. You can decide to add another account. You can decide to change it. You can decide to edit it. You can decide to remove it. All right, anyone that you want to do. So when you buy an AdSense account or when you get an approved AdSense account, you apply or by buying, then you come to payments. After changing the login details using your Gmail account. You come to payments and change the payment details. Remember that before you have the privilege to change these payment details, you must have earned $10. You must have earned $10 in your account. You must have earned at least $10. Now, what is the minimum payout? What is Google AdSense minimum payout? How much do you need to have in your account before Google will pay you money? How much do you need to have in your account before Google AdSense will pay you money? The minimum payout is $100. $100. $100. For Google to pay you money, you must have earned at least $100 for that month. Okay, so if, for instance, you earn $80 this month, Google will not pay you money. So it will be rolled over. It will be rolled over. So until you earn other monies that will complete it 100, you will not be eligible for payment. Does that make sense? So that is that. Now, let me now teach you an insider secret. If you're excited, please just type 111. This is an insider secret, like insider of an insider. It's an insider secret. Insider secret. If you don't type 111, I'm not doing. I'm not showing. I'll skip it. We'll go to another one. Okay, as I wait for you, if you look at your screen now, you will see the details of my account, the publisher ID, the custom ID, and the status of the account. I want you to notice something. Content. If you look at this, active product, content. What they are monetizing on your website is content. So what is the sharing formula? You are taking 68%, publisher revenue share. So you take 68%, Google takes 32%. Okay? So when you log into your Google AdSense, you go to settings. Settings is located under account. So if you click on account, you now go to settings. All right? You now go to settings. When you get to settings, you click on personal settings. Personal settings. Personal settings. You will see where to put your phone number, where to put your name. So my own is Remedy Nwankwo. My phone number is there. Then you save. If you want to change your language from American English, you can change it to anything you want. You can also decide the kind of emails that you'll be getting from Google AdSense. So when you're done there, the next very important place is access and authorization. Access and authorizations. Access and authorization. This is where you give access to who can access your Google AdSense account. So if you look at this now, you see that I am the only one accessing this account. Okay. So if, for instance, we jointly own an account, let's say Oyibo and I own this account, I can come here and add Oyibo as admin using his email address so that he doesn't need to log into my own email before he can access. He can simply log into his own account and his own email account, and he'll be able to access my Google AdSense account. Does that make sense? So under Policy Center, this is where you will see all your violations. If you violate any Google policy, you come under Policy Center, you will see it. Okay? If, for instance, now, because Google does not allow adult content like porn, nude pictures, stuff like that. So if you post something like that, Google will warn you and show you how to solve the problem. You can only see it under Policy Center, under Policy Center, Policy Center. All right. So nobody typed 111. Oh yeah, no, we go leave them. I will share it tomorrow. Since people don't want to, you don't want to benefit from what the Lord has prepared for you. What the Lord has prepared for you, you don't want to grab it. It's not a grab, yeah. There is a very big secret that I'm supposed to show you now. Very simple, but big. It is simple but big. So if people don't want to type, I will leave them. Nothing for you people, oh. Nothing. Until you indicate interest, nothing for you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh! I can see your message. Jesus. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Joshua, no. Joshua, no. Joshua. Hey. It's all right. It's all right. So I will share it now. I will share the secret now. Now, I want you guys to know that you can reasonably influence your CPC, your cost per click. You can reasonably influence your cost per click. I'll give you a very simple example. Now, let's assume that my CPC for today is 0.15. 0.15. And I've made, say, $100 today. If I influence my CPC to become 0.30, that $100 will be $200. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So you can have a little you can have a little clicks and make money. Those of you who have blogged before, you understand what I'm saying. If, for instance, that your CPC is 0.15, if it goes up to 0.30 or 0.45, some people even have CPC of $1 something. So it means that if I have 500 clicks today and my CPC is $1, it will be $500. That is above 200,000 naira made in a day. Does that make sense now? So how do you influence this your CPC? One, by getting traffic from foreign countries like US, UK, Australia. That's why you see bloggers, they are hustling for traffic from US. They are hustling for traffic from Australia and UK and all of that. Okay? But the secret I want to teach you now is under blocking controls. Blocking controls. Blocking controls. Blocking controls. Blocking controls. It is under blocking controls that you're going to block advert categories that are not giving you money. Does that make sense? That is where you go and tell Google, please, don't bring this advert to my website. I don't want it. Does that make sense? So if you go under blogging controls, you are going to see the list of categories like health, fashion, beauty and fashion, religion, and the list of all the categories of adverts that are showing on your website and how much they are making you. So those ones that are not making you money, but they are showing, block them. Block their sorry ass. Block them, oh, block them. When you block them, your CPC will improve. Do you know why? Because the few ones available will be jostling to get your space. Does that make sense? So please, blocking control is very important. I have so many categories that I have blocked, so many on my website. Like all these, sometimes you visit the site, they'll be telling you that they have somebody who can predict your future. Those people, they don't pay money. I think they pay 0.02. So I'll just block them. Don't come at all. I don't want to see at all. Do you understand? Do you guys get it? All right. So what else am I supposed to teach you on Google AdSense? So how do you receive payment from Google AdSense? Payment from Google AdSense. Payment from Google AdSense. How do you receive payment? You can use your normal bank account to receive payment from Google. So what happens is that if Google is paying you with your Naira account, they will wire the money straight to CBN. And if that is the first time you're receiving money, EFCC will vet it to be sure that it's from a genuine company, that you did not scam anybody. But of course, you didn't scam anybody and you're not a scammer. So CBN will release your money to your bank. Your bank will now credit your account. This process, if you're receiving money for the first time, this process takes some days, like up to 4 days, okay, or 5 days, depending. Somebody is asking if I can repeat the way of influencing. You can watch the video, please. You can watch the video. My battery is almost off, so you can watch the video and learn how to do that. So depending on the bank that is sending you money, depending on the bank you're using to receive money, it could take 4 days, 5 days, 7 days, or 3 days, or even 2 days, depending on the bank you're using. Okay? Now, what happens is that when Google sends money to CBN, they will convert it in the prevailing exchange rate, official government exchange rate of that day, and pay you. Okay, so when you are starting out, I will advise you use your normal savings account. But once you begin to earn up to $1,000, please make sure you use a domiciliary account. The essence of using a domiciliary account is that Google will pay straight to your DOM account. You go and withdraw raw dollars. Raw dollars. You now go to black market and sell it. All those bureau de change, all those aboki guys, you go and sell it to them. Okay? Sometimes, like the day I sold 443 naira. The official exchange rate for that day was around 390. So if I had allowed CBN to convert, I'll be losing almost 40 something naira, if not 50 naira. And that is very painful. Very, very, very painful. So if your money is small, let's say you're receiving $500. Sorry, even $500 is too big. Let's say you're receiving $200, $100, $100 something dollars, $200 something dollars. Use your normal account. But once it's from $500 and above, go and open a domiciliary account. And I will recommend Access Bank. I will recommend you open with Access Bank. I have a domiciliary account with Access Bank. I have with GT Bank. I have with Polaris Bank. And for every AdSense account you have, you must have a separate bank account for it. Okay? Because if you use one, Google may decide to block you. Because having multiple access accounts is not allowed. It's not allowed by Google. Okay? They would prefer that you pack all your websites and put in one access account. But the dangers of packing all your websites and put it in one access account is that if one of those blogs causes your account to be blocked, all other blogs will be out of advertisement. So it is better that you spread it in different accounts so that if one has issue, the other one is still alive, bouncing and kicking, bouncing in the Lord. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So if you're receiving from 500 and above, use a domiciliary account. When they send it, go to your bank, withdraw it, go and exchange it. That settles it. Then I recommend Access Bank. And please, whenever you want to open, if you're in Abakaliki, I have a friend who works with Access Bank that will just help you run it. Sharp, sharp. You know all those marketers, they used to give them targets. So please help my friend to meet a target, monthly target. Because if you're in Abakaliki and you want to open a domiciliary account, I recommend Access Bank. Do you know why? Because Access Bank is the fastest in terms of receiving money from outside, from Google specifically. Sometimes they may pay me into those 3 accounts I mentioned, Access Bank, like Google pays on 21st of every month, right? So Access Bank will credit me on 22nd. But GT Bank will take 5 days. 5 days before they will credit me. 5 days. 5 whole days to credit me. Then Polaris Bank takes like 3 to 4 days. 4 days maximum. The fastest is Access Bank. So if you are considering opening, when you start making money, it's not now, don't go and open now. When you start making big money, like from 500 USD and above, go and open a domiciliary account and open with Access Bank, so that if Google pays on 21st, 22nd, you will have your money. No stories, no delays. Okay? So that's that for Google AdSense monetization. You can ask your questions. Tomorrow we'll be looking at, somebody is asking, what if you already have an account with them? If you have a domiciliary account with Access Bank, that is fine enough, of course. But remember that a DOM account is not your savings account, it's not your Naira account. It's not your Naira account. So if you have a Naira account with Access Bank, you can still open a domiciliary account with them. So your savings account that is in Naira is not, it doesn't stop you from opening a dollar account. Your domiciliary account is $1, and it could be domiciled in pounds. But since you're working with Google, a US-based company, and you're receiving payment in Nigeria, you use dollars, you open dollar account. And from today, and I will advise you guys to start saving your money in dollars. So very, very, very important. Very important. So that you know that you don't have money, you can keep hustling. If you have 350 million Naira in your account, you are not a millionaire in dollars, you're a Tanzania. Does that make sense? You are a mere Tanzania. If you have 300, in fact, if you have 400 million Naira, 400 million Naira, you are a Tanzania in dollars, you're not a millionaire. Okay? So, and again, for you to become a millionaire in dollars, you will need like from 500 million Naira and above. Okay, so when you save your money in dollars, 2 things will happen. The first thing is that you will know that you don't have money, so that you keep hustling. You stay humble and hustle hard. The second thing that will happen is that inflation will not catch you. Inflation will not catch you. If you have 20 million Naira in your account now, that is in your account and is in Naira, and it can buy something now, what it can buy now, it cannot buy it next year. What 20 million can do now in Naira, 20 million Naira next year cannot do it. Why? Because inflation will happen. But if that your money is in dollars, before it will get to that next year, when you convert it, you will now have about 22 million Naira or 23 million Naira. So that way you're able to meet up with inflation. Inflation will never ever catch up with you. Instead of it to catch up with you, you actually make money out of it. So that is that. That is that. Then let's talk about the blog that we're supposed to design. If you don't already have a blog, please, we'll start designing the blog. I called that guy today. I need us to start that thing tomorrow. So you start making your payments from tonight for that. Okay? The cost of designing it is usually around between 30K, 40K, 50K. But because we're doing it in bulk, I'm able to prevail on him to bring it down. So the cost of designing your blog is going to be 11,000 Naira only. 11,000 Naira only. So that is because we're doing it in bulk. And I'm going to personally make sure that all the plugins I've discussed with you and all the optimization processes I've discussed with you are implemented. And that is why we're going to be using one designer. Some of you may even have friends who are designers that can design for you for free or for 20K. You can go out after this class, go and ask people how much will they take and design your website. You will not find anybody charging less than 30,000 Naira. Unless the person doesn't know what he's doing. You will not find anybody charging less than 30K. Okay? So, but we're doing this to support you. We're doing this so that you can hit the ground running. And I want you people to all have your blogs ready before the end of this class. That is because there are things I want you to do. So before the end of this class, I'll say, go and do this. I want to see it on your blog. That is why we'll start designing from tomorrow. So get your 11K ready. I will get the guy's account number and drop it. And his phone number too. I will get his phone number. I already have his phone number. I'll get his account number. I will drop the account number. So start making payments. Start making payments. If you make payments, you let me know. If you make payments, you let me know so that you can proceed with your work. Now, apart from the fact that the price is ridiculous, I got you the deal of the year. The deal of the year is that the guy is going to give you free hosting for 1 year. Free hosting for 1 year. Free hosting for 1 year. Ordinarily, you're supposed to host your website. The person that designs your website is not the person that hosts website for you. You're supposed to pay for hosting. And that 11,000 cannot even pay for 1 year hosting if you are having traffic. For instance, myself, I pay $80 monthly. $80 monthly. How much is $80 in Naira currently? 80 times 443. 35,000 Naira monthly on hosting. So he's going to take that responsibility off your shoulders. All right? And remember that all of these things I'm doing is to make sure you stand though. So if you don't implement this thing, you guy will have problem. If after all these classes you don't implement this thing, if after all this my stress, every day I'm stressed up, even while I'm on the road, I have to park somewhere and take your classes. I have to answer your questions, even when I'm in the office. I have to talk to you, I have to guide you. I have never done a public class in my life. I have never. This is the first public class I'm doing. If you come to me now for one-on-one class, my one-on-one class is 350,000 Naira. And it's currently discounted to 250,000 Naira. And people that take it are people from UK, US, Canada, people from far places that pay in dollars. So they pay good money because they're getting value. The same thing I'm teaching you. So if after stressing myself like this to teach you, and you don't do this thing and make money, well, I will not say anything for now until then. So everybody here should hustle. I want to see that by December 30th, that you have made at least 1 million Naira from blogging. And 1 million Naira is just $2,200. Okay, you can do it. You can do it. People are doing it. Anybody can do it. Once you have the right information, which is what I'm giving to you now, you can do it comfortably. Comfortably. All right? So please, what questions do you have? Please, can I blog with a phone? Yes, of course you can blog with a phone. Just that it will be a little bit stressful. But you can, as long as your phone can browse, you can blog with it. Some people started blogging with Symbian phone itself. Do you know what I started blogging with? Nokia C3. Is it not is even a Java phone itself, not even a Symbian phone. So ask something else. I'm begging you to make money. Yes, I'm begging you to make money because knowledge does not bring money. That idea that knowledge is power is false. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. It is only when you apply knowledge, what you have in your head, that you can make money. There are so many things you know you can do to make money now, but you don't do it. So the money is in the doing. It's not in the hearing. So many people will come and sit down and hear me, and after hearing me, they don't practice. No. That is a lot of bullshit. And that may happen because maybe you just paid me 20,000 Naira. Or maybe you're even in the class for free because I have like 13 people who are in this class for free. I'm trying to help people. I am doing everything within my capacity to help people, even at my own discomfort and expense. There are even people that have paid me like 400,000 Naira. And I've kept them waiting. I say, guy, wait, let me finish this class. I have somebody who has paid me 540,000 Naira for a class. And I'm telling him that we're going to start next week. Why? Because of this class. And he's waiting. He's in Australia. He's waiting now because of this class. So I cannot stop all those things. I can't deprive myself of all those things. And you will still come and learn and you know practice. No. It's unacceptable. Very unacceptable. It is uncharitable. It is uncharitable, very uncharitable. So whether you paid me money to get into this class or you came for free, practice. It is in practice that you make money. You don't make money by listening. You can listen from now till next year. And I'm not a motivational speaker, so I'm not going to come and be trying to motivate you. Go and make money. Very, very important. Because whatever you're doing, if it's not making money, it's not making sense. So somebody asked, boss, please, my own question. Where is your own question, Cindy? Just repost it. While opening another Google AdSense account, will you need to change details like your name, address, since Google does not, since Google does not accept? No. Just make sure that your bank details are not the same. You don't have to change your names. Just make sure that your bank account is not the same. So if you're using Access Bank to receive from one account, you can use GT Bank to receive from another account. The same name, but different banks. Do you know why? Because when Google wants to pay, they send payments to different banks in US. And these banks in Nigeria don't receive straight from US. They partner with banks in US. For instance, Access Bank partners with Citibank in US. So Google will send that money to Citibank. Citibank will send it to Access Bank. Access Bank will give me my money, my hard-earned money, legitimately earned money. Do you understand? So you can use different bank accounts as long as different banks. Okay, please, how can I get content writer? Well, why are you looking for a content writer? Tomorrow we're going to discuss how to write content. You can do that yourself. Why are you looking? If you are, see, that reminds me, Vera, you're asking about multiple accounts. You start with one, no. You start with one. You start with one. And when you're starting, as you're starting, find ways to mitigate expenses. I don't know if you like spending money, but I don't. I don't like seeing debit alert in my account. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. This morning, I got 1,400 Naira debit stamp duty on my company account, corporate account. I almost cried. 1,400 for stamp duty. Did I steal somebody's goat? What did I do? So I don't like debit alert. So when you're starting, please start small. Start small. Mitigate expenses. You don't need content writers, unless, of course, you are working. If you are working, yes, of course. Yes, you can do that if you're working. But if you're not working, see, you don't have to blog every day, or depending on your niche. If, for instance, your niche is agriculture or your niche is health, it is not news. It's only those who are blogging about news that publish content every day. If your niche is about health and you're working, you can do content in the night when you come back. It could be 3 times in a week. That is enough. Do you understand? And if you decide to take it as business, every night when you come, if you come back from work, you can write your content. 1 is enough per day. 1 is enough per day. And from there, you grow. It is not going to be magical, but you will grow from there and you make money. Does that make sense? Oh, somebody said he's a content writer. Yes. Mr. Sampson, you are marketing yourself in my class. When we started this class, I said you people should connect. Whatever it is that you do, say it in the group. Say it in the group. I said it and people did not take it seriously. Whatever you're doing, say it in the group. Say it in the group, because there's somebody that may need your service. Your customer may just be in this class, in this group class. So please say it in the group. Say what you do. Somebody will patronize you. Oyibo sells Abakaliki rice. Very sweet ones with very long grains. All right. So wherever you are in this country, if you're in this class, just contact Oyibo. He will send you rice, very sweet rice. Do you understand? Whatever it is that you do, just put it up there. Vera is with National Assembly. Whatever, if you have any business with National Assembly, or you have a document that you want to be reviewed, contact Vera. That is making sense, right? You cannot make money unless from people. Every money that will come into your pocket will come from somebody's pocket. So if you're able to collect 5,000 Naira from 10 persons, you already know how much it is. 100 persons is 500,000 Naira. So you just be there saying small money, 5K times 100 people. So wherever you are, Position yourself strategically to make money. Position yourself strategically. So what is the next question? Can we open a dollar account with Standard Chartered Bank? Yes, of course, any bank at all. Any bank at all. Any bank at all. But I am the one recommending Access Bank because it is the fastest I've seen. Not just for me, or for all my friends who are bloggers. That is the fastest we have seen. All right. So what is the next question? So apart from paying for web, please, can we pay for advert account, unauthorized ones? I don't get that. Apart from paying for the web, please, can we still pay for ads account, unauthorized one? What is unauthorized one? I don't understand. Please, CJ, you can call me after this class. Let me know what you're saying. Can you repeat the process of click optimization? Of course you can. You can watch the video thereafter. Speaking of this CPC, can a blogger click on ads on his blog? Thank God you asked. Oh, thank God you asked. Please don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it. Oh, don't try it. Ah, don't try it. Please don't click on your own advert, because let's say, for instance, how many clicks can you do in a day? If you click and log in and log out and click again and click again, how many will you do? It's nonsense and it's fraudulent, because it is expected that those who are clicking on advert are people that have interest and they are going to patronize the business that is advertising. You are clicking to make money. So it's fraudulent. It's fraudulent. It's not good. It is both illegal and immoral. So don't do that. Because if you do, Google will ban you. So it's not just illegal and immoral. They also enforce the illegality. So if you click on your advert yourself, they will ban you and you start afresh. Good luck with that. So Dave, please don't click. Okay. I can write good content. Yes, of course. Doki. Yes, Doc sells Bitcoin, also Ethereum, any kind of coin. Any kind of coin that you want in this world. Contact Dr. Clinton. He will send it to you. You pay money. He's a legit and trusted guy. And again, if you're sick, call him. He's a doctor. If you're sick, please, I said people should go and drop what you do in the group chats. Drop what you do in the group chat, not here. Okay. Somebody's asking, how do I go about premium AdSense? Cindy Cruz, how do you go about premium AdSense for music blog? This is a very powerful thing. One of the most kept secret of this industry. And I'm not going to share it this night. I will consider whether or not to share it, because most of you don't need it. It's only the big guys that usually do this thing. I have a premium access account, if you want to know. I have one. And I knew what it took me to get it. Like to get it. So I'm not going to share it this night. I will think about sharing it. Cindy Cruz, I will think about it, whether or not to share it. It is one of the most. When was that? Last week, somebody from South Africa paid me 400,000 naira last week to learn how to do premium AdSense account. So some of these things are not just that I'm sharing all my secrets willingly, giving you almost everything I know. And as we discuss, as we continue, I'm sharing everything I know, every single thing. Samson Abani is my content writer. Go and ask him. Everything I've taught in this class is what I do in my own blog. Go and private chat him and ask him. Every single thing that I've taught you here is what I do. I don't do anything different. Okay? So this one is is way above your pay grade, but I will consider it. I'll put it into consideration. All right. So how can you buy an access account that has not been approved? No. You can't buy an access account that has not been approved. It's either approved or verified. It's either approved or verified. So if you're buying, you can buy an approved one. Okay. If an account has not been approved, there's nothing to sell. There's nothing to sell. So what are you selling? Nothing. So how about the Ahrefs payment? Okay. I'm going to coordinate that. So I will group you. You people will come together. So those who have interest will indicate interest. I will pair you people. I will pair you into three people. Three people. $10 is like you people are paying $3, which is just about 1,500 or so. So I will pay you people, or I will do you 4-4 so that you can just pay 1,000 or so. Okay, 4-4. I will pay you 4-4 per account. So I'm going to coordinate that tomorrow. Somebody should please kindly remind me tomorrow morning. Can I create Google AdSense account? Of course you can do that. This question shows that you have not been following the class. Please kindly watch the video after this class. All right, I think whatever question you have, again, my battery is just about 5%. Whatever question you have, again, drop it in the group. Drop it in our WhatsApp group. I'm going to answer all of them. So tomorrow, we are going to look at other ways of monetizing your website. Remember that we have to deal with AdSense today, because AdSense is our primary source of monetization. That is everybody in this class. Everybody in this class, make AdSense your primary way of monetization. Tomorrow, we are going to discuss the other ways of monetization. Okay. Then the following day, we are going to talk about how to create content writing. Content writing. All right, so good night, guys. Have a great night. Stay cool. Stay out of trouble, man.